Hello my dear students, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Mr. Max, so excited that you want to learn more and more. That's good, keep coming. Alright, how did you do in your quiz? Good, I'm so happy, I'm so proud of you that you're doing your quiz and you're coming back and you want to learn more. That's what it's all about. Okay, to do well in your school, to do well in your exams, to do well in general in your life, you have to work hard. You got to practice. Alright, and that's why all these programs has been set up to such a way that you learn and then you have hands-on practice on it and then you have a quiz or another practice, okay, this time without my Mr. Max presence, alright, and you're doing on your own. That's the beauty about the quizzes, that it's strictly you're doing on your own. See that? Which is you're doing it, you're coming up with the answer, alright. Okay my dear students, in this sub-lesson, we're going to talk about addition and subtraction, okay, involving with numbers, round, whole numbers. Okay, but now when I talk about addition and subtraction, the biggest thing, the most powerful thing that you need to remember, and a very important thing that you need to remember is the lining them up. Very important, lining them up based on their place value. Okay, what do I mean by that? Let's do some problems. Let's say, for example, Mr. Mac to tell you, add 34042, and then I told you to add with another number would be 43407 plus 829. And I have something like this and ask you to add. Now first thing, look at that, there are three big numbers. So what you do is using the pairing method. Okay, what do I mean by that? Add this two first and then you add with that. Alright, so first let's add these two numbers. Whenever you have two big numbers, you always line them up. How do I do that? Always take when I'm adding these two numbers, which is the bigger? This one is bigger, isn't it? Because it has more digit than that one. Alright, okay, so I take that, I write that down. 34042, and then I take that one. Always start from the right. I line it up by starting it from the right. That's how I line it up, okay? Then I plus them. See that? Now they are lined up based on their place value. Very important. If you don't, let's say for example, if I don't do it the way I was talking about by lining them up from starting from the right, if I have to write this, see that? Now they're off. Now I'm telling that this three, positioning the second numbers of the place value. It's not what the place value is supposed to be. You see that? Okay, so that's very important. You got to start from the very right and then write it down on the second digit, second number. The first one you don't have to. You just write down the first number and then when lining up the second number, okay, you start from the right and then you write that up. So that will line them up correctly. Once you line them up, now you add them. 2 plus 7, it's 9. 4 plus 0 is 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. And then you bring the 3 down. See that? That's it. Okay, you did the first part of the pairing. Now you go to the second part of the pairing. Okay, so we add this one, we got that. You bring that one. Again, line them up by starting from the right to the left. Okay, right to the left. So once you've done that, now you add. 9 plus 9 is 18. 8, carry 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 4 plus 8 is 12. 2, carry 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. And then you bring the 3 down. See that? That's it. Pretty straightforward, isn't it? Okay, so let's do another problem. Okay, let's say for example, okay, if I give you, okay, 5402 plus 36889 and then plus 4702 plus 133. All right, so we got four numbers. All right, so how do we, let's try to read all these numbers. Let's do revision from the previous sub lesson. Okay, so how do we read this? 1 2 3 comma, which is what? 5402. This one 1 2 3 36,889. Okay, 1 2 3 4,702, and then that's 133. Okay, good. All right. Okay, now you got four numbers. Earlier we got three numbers. So whenever you have four big numbers you're adding, what approach do we use? Pairing method. Okay, we're going to pair this two and then we're going to pair this two, add them, and then we're going to add the final after we add these two pairs. Alright, so we're going to use the pairing method. After that, once we decide using the pairing method, what's the next method that we're going to use when you have a big numbers like this? We just add like this, never ever add numbers like this, okay? You line them up. The word is line them up, because you can line them up based on their place value, because each has their own place value. So when you line them up right, by correctly from right to left, they will fall on the right of the right place values, okay? Okay, good. So we're going to add this 2, and then we're going to add that 2, and then we're going to combine the final, okay? So let's do that. So always between these two, which one's bigger? How do you decide? By looking at the number of digits. If this one has more digit than this one, that would be the bigger. If they have same digit, doesn't matter. Which one comes first is fine. But always that has more digit, put it on the top. So I'm going to put this on the top first. So I'm going to put 3, 6, 8, 8, 9, and then I'm going to take this one and line it up. What the keyword is? Lining them up. Okay, line it up, line it up, line it up. Very important. It's very powerful. Okay, so we're going to start with 2, and then 0, and then 4, and then 5. Always from the right to left. Once I line it up, I can add them. 9 plus 2 is 11. 11, 1, carry 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. And then 8 plus 4 is 12. Carry 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. Very good. 2, carry 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. Alright? Now you notice that Mr. Max not really, I'm not giving you like the way I taught for standard 4, 5, 6. When I did 8 plus 4 is 12. I put the 2, I carry 1. I'm not going to say those things, because why? You are in the advanced level. You are in the secondary school, no more primary, okay? So when I said 8 plus 2 and I said 8 plus 4 is 12, I'm going to say 2 carry 1. You should understand that, alright? Good, okay? Now I add this 2. Now I'm going to add that pair, okay? So which one do I write? This one or this one first? Of course this one. This has more digits, okay? So I'm going to put 4, 7, 0, 2, and then line it up with 3, 3, 1. And then I'm going to add it. 2 plus 3 is 5, 0 plus 3 is 3, 7 plus 1 is 8, and then bring the 4 down. See that? Now I'm going to line up between these two, because we have to combine these two now. Alright, so put this one first. So 4, 2, 2, 9, 1, and then I'm going to start with 5, 3, 8, 4. I'm going to add it. 1 plus 5 is 6, 9 plus 3 is 12, 2 carry 1, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 8 is 11, okay? So 1 carry 1, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 4 is 7, and then bring the 4 down, okay? Now let me tell you something. Let's say, for example, okay, good, there we go, that's the end of it. Before I go to the jump ahead, alright, there we go, we already added that. But let me tell you something that I was trying to refer to is, let's say you have 2 and 8 and I got 1 in the hand to carry. I mean 1 in hand to add, okay? Now when I'm adding like this, rather than 1 plus 2 plus 8, I should start with 8 plus 2 first. 8 plus 2 is what? Or 2 plus 8 is what? 10. 10 plus 1, 11. Rather than 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 8 is 11. Makes it a little bit harder, because you know 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 1 is just 11. Make it easier. Alright? Now keep in mind, whenever you add, let's say for example 3 plus 4 plus, let's say 6. I can add this 2 first and then add with that. Or, so in other words, I can pair with this first and then with that. Alright, or I can add this first and then with that, okay? So it doesn't matter, but the key is find the easiest way of pairing it. Let's say for example, rather than 3 plus 4 and then 7 plus 6, kind of, I know it's easy still, but still, you gotta think a little bit harder. 7 plus 6 is 13, but look at that. 4 plus 6 is what? 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. See that? Gives you quicker. So that way you don't have to think a little bit harder than that way. See that? So it's kind of, mathematics is it's kind of like a way of learning to make coming to a solution easier. Alright? So the purpose of mathematics is not to make things harder. It's to make it easier to come to the solution, to the answer. Okay? That's what mathematics. Because sometimes we're not being taught properly. We're not given the tool properly. So we try to make it look like, mathematics is really hard. But mathematics is not. Once the tool, the way of thought has been properly been taught, and makes mathematics so easy. And that's what Mr. Max is going to do to you. Okay? Mr. Max is going to bring the best okay, education of mathematics to you. I'm going to make mathematics so easy, and you're going to love mathematics, all right? And I know you already are. You are, otherwise, so that's the reason why you are here at Score Math Victory, to learn mathematics with Mr. Mac. Okay, good. I'm going to make you more excited. I'm going to make you an expert in mathematics, all right? And you're going to start teaching others, all right? Sounds good? All right, let's get back here then. Okay, good. So see that? So now we combine the pair of these two, and we got this as our final answer. So very important, lining them up is very important in addition as well in subtraction. We're going to see in lining them up, okay? Now another thing I wanted to show is, let's say for example, okay, if I have to give a problem, if I say 47 plus what gives me, let's say 152, and I want to find this value. To find that value, I need to know what times 47 gives me 152. So that means if I to take 152 and subtract that with 47, that will give me this value. Am I right? So keep in mind, okay? So that means what I do, I take 152, I subtract that with 47, and that should give me this value, okay? So 2 minus 7, I can't have to borrow from 5. 5 becomes 4 and 2 becomes 12. 12 minus 7 is 5. Okay, 12 minus 7 is 5. 4 minus 4 is 0, and then bring it 1. So that means 101. That means 105 plus 47 gives me 152. Or 47 plus 105 gives me 152. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so keep in mind. Now sometimes I can play so many different ways, I can give you so many, but the key is understanding adding them with the big numbers by lining them up. Okay, so another word I can ask you, is this true or false? Okay, I give you 475 plus 3069, and then I'm going to give you another 2-digit here. Let's say for example 407 plus 3672, and ask you to find out, is this plus this equal to that? So what do you do? So you want to see if this plus this equal or not. So what do? You want to find whether false or true. So you add this two first, find out what this value is, and then add this two, find what this value is, and then you compare them. Alright, so what do you do? So let's do that. So let's add this too. So okay, let's line it up. Take the big number first. So 3069. We're going to line it up with 475. So we're going to put 574. We're going to add it. 9 plus 5 is 14. 4 carry 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. Okay, and then carry 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. And then bring the 3 down. Alright, we're adding that. So that gives us 3544. Okay, now we're going to add this to see whether that comes to also 3544. So how do we do? Line it up. Okay, so we take the bigger one, which is 3672. We line it up with the 704. Okay, let's add them. 2 plus 7 is 9. 7 plus, the moment I put 9, you know that the answer is going to be wrong. Okay, see that? Okay, but that's fine. We're just going to add everything. 7 plus 0 is 7, 6 plus 4 is 10, and then carry 1, 1 plus 3 is 4. See that? This one is 4079. This is 3544. So they're not same. Okay, so now sometimes you want to save your time if it's a if it's a multiply choice. Okay, and you know this is 4, the moment I came up down to 9, you already know this is not going to be same, because your place value, see that? The ones are not same. The moment it's not same, that means you don't have to waste your time adding that. But if it's a paper 2, if there's part where you have to show you're working, then you need to finish it up. Finish it all the way up, and then write down like this and say they're not equal. Okay, it's not same, this is false. They're not same. Alright? Okay, good. Alright, boys and girls. Alright, my dear students. So the key thing is what? For addition, lining them up. Of course, you already know from your previous years of learning mathematics, how to add them, okay? So the key here is to add big number is lining them up, okay? The word is lining them up, okay? I know I'm kind of repeating this several times because it is very important, okay? Alright, boys and girls, let's go for subtraction, alright? And I'm going to erase the board and then we'll be back. We'll learn how to subtract. And I'll see you in a few seconds. Alright, my dear students, let's talk about subtraction, okay? Now again, even in subtraction, you also need to line them up, okay, by their place value. Very important. So let's say, for example, for to give you, okay, 4,782 minus with 3,976, okay? So we want, how do we do this? Again, line them up, okay? Because this is the number that you want to subtract with this number, okay? So keep in mind, so you're taking that much out of that number, alright? And this is the main number, okay? Kind of like we talked about in addition, you can move things around, the numbers, but in subtraction, you can't do that. This is the positive and that's the negative number. Now, always keep in mind, what in front of that number is the operation the number is performing, okay? So kind of like this, if I want to identify who my student you are, I have to come to the front of you and look at it. From the back, I'm only can guess. I'm not really sure. So that's why the same thing with mathematics, the numbers. The sign in front of that is what tells whether the number is adding or subtracting. Like in this case, this number is subtracting. See that minus there, the subtraction that belongs to 3,976 out of this number. Now this one has a plus, but you don't show it. When you put a positive number with the very front, you don't put a plus. But if you take this number and put behind another number, you have to show the plus, okay? The plus, alright? So in this case, this is the positive number and this is the negative number. That means I'm taking this out of this number, okay? So we line it up. So we put 4, 7, 8, 2. Once I put this one, I write this starting from the right. 6, 7, 9, 3 minus. Very important, lining them up, okay? 2 minus 6, you can't. Borrow from 8, 8 becomes 7, 2 becomes 12. 12 minus 6 is 6, 7 minus 7 is 0, 7 minus 9, I can't. Borrow from 4 becomes 3, 7 becomes 17. 17 minus 9 is 8, 3 minus 3 is 0. So the answer is 806, okay? So the answer is 806. There we go. Pretty straightforward, isn't it? Alright, let's do another one. Let's say, for example, if I give you 6,074 minus 3, 4, 2 minus 5, 4, 8, 1. Alright? So how do we something like this? You got 3 numbers, alright? And then the first one is what? It's in a positive format. So remember, I told you there's nothing here, but it's a plus. But look at the second one. It's subtracting. The third one, also subtracting. I'll say that. So in other words, out of this number right here, I'm taking that out of that. I'm also taking that out of that. So again, we can apply on this one also the pairing method. We can finish this one first, and then we can subtract with that after we're done with that one. Alright? So that means I subtract this 2 first. Once I get the result, I subtract with that. Okay? So let's do that. Okay? So what we do, line up. Okay? Lining up is very important. Okay? I'm going to put 6, 0, 7, 4. And then I'm going to start with this one. 2, 4, 3, minus. 4 minus 2 is 2. 7 minus 4 is 3. 0 minus 3, I can't. Borrow from 6 becomes 5. And this one becomes 10. 10 minus 3 becomes 7. Then bring the 5 down. Okay? So once I'm done with this, now I'm going to subtract with that. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to put 5, 7, 3, 2. Line it up with that one. Starting from the left. Starting from the right. Okay? Starting from the right to left. 1, 8, 4, 5 minus 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 8, I can borrow from 7, becomes 6, 3 becomes 13. 13 minus 8 is 5. 6 minus 4, 2. 5 minus 5, 0. So the final is 251. You got it? Okay, good. Very important, okay? So you gotta understand that you can subtract with this first, and then you can break it into two parts, which that's what we pretty much did. We paired this one, we solved it. Once I got the answer after subtracting, and then I subtracted with this, give me that. Alright, let's do another one, okay? Let's say, for example, if I give you, let's say 5,872 minus 654 minus 776. Okay? So when you have something like this, what method do we use first? Pair them up. Okay, exactly. We're going to pair this two and subtract first, and then once I get the answer from that, and then I subtract with that. Alright? Okay? Once I decided to pair them, use the pair method as my initial step, what's my next step? Lining them up. Very good. Okay, I'm going to line this two up first. Okay, I could put 5,872, and then I'm going to start with 4, 5, 6. Very important, lining them up. Okay, 2 minus 4, I can't borrow from 7, becomes 6, and then 2 becomes 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 6 minus 5 is 1. 8 minus 6 is 2. 5 got nothing to subtract with. Bring it 5 down. Okay, am I done? No, because I have to finish up with the second part of the pairing. Okay, I take this one, I put it 5, 2, 1, 8, line it up with 6, 7, 7. 8 minus 6 is 2, 1 minus 7 is, I can't, I have to borrow from 2, 2 becomes 1, 1 becomes 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. Okay, so can I subtract 1 with 7? I can. Borrow from 5 becomes 4, and 1 becomes 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. And then this one, 4 doesn't have nothing to subtract with. I just bring the 4 down. And that's my final answer. 4,442. Okay, now let's say, for example, if I were to give in something like this, I told you 608 minus what gives me 375, and I'm looking for a number that I'm subtracting out of 608 that will give me 375. Now, I'm going to show you something to you today, which is, I'm going to tell you that okay, so we want to find out what this value is going to be. Okay, now in order to find that value, that means this is unknown. You can put a variable. Let's say, for example, I'm just going to put x. X, or could be anything, not necessarily has to be X. Okay, we can even put A, okay, or B, whichever variable you want to put, you can do that. Alright, so now in other words, 608 minus A equals to 375. You want to find out what that A value ought to be. In order for me to subtract that with 608 will give me 375. Let me show you something. This I want you to memorize. Okay, remember this. Okay, we're going to talk about this is Max, Mr. Max first law. We're going to learn Max first law. Now, what is Mr. Max first law? Mr. Max first law says when plus cross the bridge becomes minus. When minus cross the bridge becomes plus. Okay, right now we're just going to keep it up to here. Alright, later when we go to the multiplication division, we'll continue for the next two one. Alright, so Max first law. Okay, plus cross the bridge becomes minus, minus cross the bridge becomes plus. The equal sign here, that is bridge. We're going to consider that as a bridge. Okay, let's look at this problem right here. So you got 600, let's write down here. Okay, you got 608 minus A equals to 375, and we are finding A. So what is A doing? Subtracting. Alright, so remember I told you what I said, minus cross the bridge will become what? Plus. Alright, so we want to bring this minus A, because remember, if that's a variable, whatever in front of that, that's what the operation. Alright, so we want to, what we want to do, we're going to bring it across the bridge. See this equal sign? We're going to cross the bridge. So when I move this is gone, am I right? To the next side, the other side, so it becomes 608 equals to, because I moved it to the other side, 375. See, minus cross the bridge become plus. See that? Become plus. So, but I'm looking for A. I don't want 375 either. 375 I don't want either. Alright? So I want to take the 375 the other side. So what is 375 is doing actually? It's also plusing. Remember, there's nothing here means there's a plus. If the plus cross the bridge, it becomes what? Plus cross the bridge becomes minus. Okay, so that means 608 minus 375 equals to A. See that? So now I can take the difference of this, find the value A. So line it up, 608, and line it up with 573 minus 8 minus 5 is 3. 0 minus 7, I can borrow from 6, 6 becomes 5, 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. So that means 233. That means 607. That means 608 minus 233 equals to 375. So 608 minus 233 equals to 375. See that? So pretty much what it is you brought the minus A on this side become plus A, and you brought this one over here. So that's what you did. You took to find the value A. Then once you found the value A, right there. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, let's do another one. Alright, let me, Mr. Mac, erase the board, and then we'll understand this Mac's first law, because we're going to be using this a lot as we go along further. Okay, I'll be back with you in a few seconds. Alright, dear students, let's apply Mac's first law, okay, in more problems. Let's say, for example, if I give you, let's say what minus 468 gives me 285. Okay, so when you're given something like this is kind of unknown, you don't know what it is. Alright, so what do? I'm just going to give a letter. Let's say you can even give a B, doesn't matter. It can be any variable letters, okay? Letters, that means variable, we don't know, unknown. We're finding this unknown. What minus this will give me that? Alright, so we're going to use Mac's first law. So in order to find B, I have to isolate B. B, okay? So that means I have to move 468 across the bridge. Now, what is 468 is doing? What's the sign in front of the 468? Minus. So minus cross the bridge will becomes what? Plus, okay? So I'm going to move this across the bridge. So it becomes B equals to, see when I move that, B is by itself now. See that? So now we're finding what's B is going to be. So 285 plus 468. Because the minus cross the bridge becomes plus. See that? Minus cross the bridge become plus. So now I line them up, okay? So 285 and then 864, we're going to add them. 5 plus 8 is 13. So 3 carry 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. 5 carry 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. There you go. That means 753 minus 468 gives me 285. See that? Okay, let's do one more. Okay, let's see this time I say, okay, 3,425 minus what gives me 2,079. So, how do we do? First, we assign this with a variable. Okay, let's say we put it A. Doesn't matter. And I'm looking for A. A is what I'm finding. That's what we're looking for, alright? That means I want to isolate A, but A has to be in a form of positive, not negative. That means I have to move that across the bridge, because minus A across the bridge will becomes plus A. See that? So that means 2079 plus A. Okay? That means what happened to this side? It's gone, because minus A already taken it across the bridge. So left is 3425. But again, I'm still haven't isolated A yet. Now I got 279 plus A. So I'm looking for A. So what I have to do? I have to move 279 across the bridge to the other side. And what is this one is doing? Plus. See, that's a plus in front of that. Okay? So plus across the bridge becomes minus. So I'm going to bring this one across the bridge. So it becomes 3,425 minus 2,079 equals to A. Right there. Now what do? Line them up and subtract them, and I'll find what the A value is, which means I can substitute right there. That tells this minus that will give me that. Okay, so let's line it up. Okay, we can put 3425, line it up with 9702 minus 5 minus 9, I can't borrow from 2, becomes 1. 5 becomes 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. 1 minus 7, I can't borrow from 4, becomes 3. 1 becomes 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. 3 minus 0 is 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. That means A equals to 1346. Okay, now see that I kind of flipped over, doesn't matter. Okay, the same thing, 1346 equals to A, which is this to that. It's same as A equals to 1346. When you have the equal sign, you can write either way, doesn't matter. Okay, so don't change the sign, just keep it the way it is. Okay, so A equals to 1346. You always want to express the variable equals to number, not number equals to variable. Okay, this is the right way of expressing it. A equals to, not the number equals to A. But when we are solving it, came to that, you rewrite it into this format. Okay, because we know we solved this one, came to this, and then when you got like this, rewrite it like this. This is the right way of expressing it. If you have to do in a section where you have to show the work, okay? If you just a multiply choice, don't waste your time doing that right away. Look for the which one gives it 1346, and that should be your answer. All right? Okay, boys and girls, good. Let's go to next part of it, next sub lesson, okay, which is going to be the multiplication and division. But before we do that, so what shall we do now? Hands-on practice. Exactly, you're right. Okay, all right, before we go to the next sub lesson, let's do some hands-on practice. Okay, well, Pablo is busy doing that worksheet for our hands-on practice. Okay, let Mr. Mac erase the board and then we'll call him out. Okay, and then he'll bring the sheet for us. Okay, I'll see you in a few seconds. All right, my dear students, are you ready for some hands-on practice? Good. Well, what shall we do? That's right, we're going to call Pablo. He's busy doing the worksheet for us. All right, let's do that. Pablo, come on over. Pablo, bring over the hands-on practice. There he is. Have fun with it and make sure you pause the video, and then once you're done, invite Mr. Mac in. All right, okay, go ahead, Pablo, hand over the worksheet to them. Oh, good job, boys and girls. How did you do? All right, you did pretty good. I'm so proud of you. All right. Okay, good. There are 5 solid questions. Okay, so let's do them together. Okay, let's start with the first one. Okay, the first one says find the sum of the following. Okay, the following. So A, B, C. So we're gonna add them. Let's write down. Okay, first one. Okay, A. We got 68 plus 127 plus 3,478. All right. Whenever you have a number like this, when you get 3 numbers to add, what method we're going to use? Pairing method. Okay, so we're going to pair this two and then we're going to pair with that one. Doesn't matter which combination you do. With addition, doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to add this two first. Okay, so we're going to take 127, we're going to add that with 68, so we're going to put 8, 6. Lining them up is very important. Okay, the word is lining them up. Okay, 7 plus 8 is 15. 5, carry 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 6 is 9. And then you bring 1 down. And then now we did this part. So we got 195. Now we're going to add that with 3,478. So let's line it up. Always put the big number first. So we're going to put 3, 4, 7, 8. And then we're going to put 5, 9, 1. We're going to line it up. And then we're going to add it. 8 plus 5 is 13. So we're going to put 3, carry 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. See that? I told you earlier, you can add that way rather than adding 1 plus 7 and then plus 7. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 9 is, you got to think a little bit harder in order to find out. It's 17. If I do 1 plus 9 is 10, and when you add a 10 with any number, you just put the digit behind it, like for example single digit. Okay, so 10 plus 7 is 17. See that? So 7, carry 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. All right, then bring the 3 down. There we go. So we found the answer to be 3,673. All right, you got it? Good job. I know you got it. I don't have to ask it. All right, ask you. Okay, good job, my dear students. All right, let's look at the second one. B. Okay, the B we given 60842, big number, adding with another number which is 4075. Okay, and then we're going to add that with 300. Let's see, 368. Okay, 368. All right, so we got three big numbers. All right, I mean it's kind of big number too. All right, so what we do, we pair them. We use that pair because we got three numbers, so we're going to add this two first and then we're going to add with that. Very important. Once you pair them, what do you do next? Line them up. Take the big number, take this one, so you got 60842, and then line it up with 4075, starting from the very right, which is 5704. Add them. 2 plus 5 is 7. 4 plus 7 is 11. 1, carry 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. 0 plus 4 is 4. And then bring the 6 down. Alright, so we add this to give us that. Now we're going to add with this one. So 368. Line it up. 8, 6, 3. Very important. Lining them up. Okay. So now 7 plus 8 is 15. 5 carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 6 is 8. 9 plus 2 is 12. 2 carry 1. 1 plus 4 is 5, and then you bring the 6 down. There we go. That's it right there. 65285. How do we read this? 1, 2, 3, comma. 65,285. All right? Okay, good. Now let's look at question number C. The C gave you 4492 plus 3801 plus 747 plus 355. Alright, so we got how many numbers? 4 numbers. Is it going to be difficult? Are we supposed to get anxious or intimidated by that? No way! We're going to say what? It's easy. Why? Because you're scoring math victory, student. Alright, so what method we use? Pairing method. Then what do? Line it up. That's it. See that? Pretty easy, isn't it? Okay, we're going to pair this two, and then we're going to pair with that one. Then we line it out. Then we add them. That's it. All right. See, told you, math is easy. It's just that following the step. Math has its own rules and regulation. If you follow the rules and regulation, you don't break the rules. All right. You'll never make any mistake. You just obey the rules, just like in your day-to-day life thing. All right. What happens? You break the rules like school. You're in trouble, alright? The same thing with mathematics, alright? You break the rules, you don't get in trouble, but you get a wrong answer. That's it, alright? Okay, come back here. Okay, so we're going to add this two, okay? So we're going to line them up, okay? We're going to take the between these two. They both have 4 digits, so it doesn't matter which one you take. Doesn't have to be which one is big, which one is small, as long the digits are same. So we can just put the first one first, alright? And then we're going to line it up with that one. 1, 0, 8, 3. Okay, 2 plus 1 is 3. 9 plus 0 is 9. 4 plus 8 is 12. 2, carry 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. See that? And then we're going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to line it up. They both have 3 digits, so don't have to worry about, okay, which one I'm going to write it first, okay? Once I line them up, I add them. 7 plus 5 is 12. 2, carry 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. 0, carry 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. Or in other words, 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. Very good. Good job. Now we're going to combine these two, okay? So, since both are same number of digits, okay, I'm going to bring this, I'm going to line it up down there. So, I'm going to put 2, 0, 1, 1. Add them. Alright, 3 plus 2 is 5. 9 plus 0 is 9. 2 plus 1 is 3. 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay, so your final answer is 9,395. That's it right there. Pretty easy, isn't it? Very easy. And I know you got it right. Okay, good. Well, let's go to problem number 2. Let Mr. Mac erase the board, and then we'll do the problem number 2. I'll be back within a few seconds. Alright, my dear students, you ready for problem number 2? 472 plus 3065, they want to ask whether it's true or not, equals to 2706 plus 831. Okay, how do we do this? Okay, let's write it out. Problem number 2a. So we're given 472 plus 3065, and we want to see that's equal to 2706 plus 831. 31. The only way to tell whether the both sides, the sum is equal by what? Summing them up, alright? So we're going to sum this two up and then we're going to sum this two up. And then we're going to compare it whether they show equal number, alright? Now this is a 4-digit, this has 3 digits. So we line it up. We're going to start with this one as the first on the top. Okay, so lining up very important, okay? Right there. 5 plus 2 is 7. 6 plus 7 is 13, 3 carry 1, 1 plus 4 is 5, okay? And then bring the 3 down. Alright, now let's do this one. So 2, 7, 0, 6, and then we're going to put 1, 3, 8. So 6 plus 1 is 7, 0 plus 3 is 3, 7 plus 8 is 15, 5 carry 1, 1 plus 2 is 3. Are they both same? 3, 5, 3, 7, 3, 5, 3, 7. They are same. So it is true. Okay, it is true. Okay, good. Let's look problem B. So B we were given 7609 plus 522 equals to 7233 plus 798. Alright, again we have to add them to find out whether they are true or false. Okay, so what are we going to do? We'll line them up. Okay, so 7609. I'm going to start from the very right to the left. Okay, once I line them up, I'm going to add them. 9 plus 2 is 11. 1, 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 6 plus 5 is 11. 1, carry 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. Alright, so now let's look at this one. Line it up. 7233 and then start very right. 8, 9, 7 plus. 3 plus 8 is 11. Okay, 1, carry 1. 1 plus 9 is 10 plus 3 is 13. Okay, 3, carry 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. 0, carry 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8, 0, 8, 1, 3, 1. 8, 0, 3, 1. So they are not same. But in this case, they're saying they're same. So it's false. Okay, so the second problem is false. Alright, good. Okay, good. Now let Mr. Mac erase this board and then we'll do problem number 3 and I'll be back with you in a few seconds. Alright, let's do problem number 3, okay? Now problem number 3 says find the missing value, okay? It says find the missing value, number 3. So we are given 475 plus what gives you 905. Okay, so this is the missing value. So remember, whenever you have you're looking for something that you don't know, which is unknown. What do? You assign a variable. So in this case, let's just put A. Can be anything. Okay, you can put a B or X or Y or Z. Okay, so let's just pick A. Now, in order to solve for A, we're going to use Max's first law. What's Max's first law says? Max's first law says plus cross the bridge becomes minus. Minus cross the bridge becomes plus. Okay, so what are we going to do now? So in this case, we're looking for A. Alright, we want to isolate A because we are looking for A means we are isolating A. It's kind of like this way. You're standing on the side of in the corner over there with the friends all over you. So for me to show my other friends, that's my dearest student right there, standing over there. And my other friends are like, who's that? There's so many of them. So what I have to do? I have to isolate you in order to my friend to tell who you are. Am I right? The same thing. In this case, if this is you, in order for me to pinpoint this A to someone, I have to remove everything surrounding it. In this case, what is surrounded by? 475. So I'm going to move that one across the bridge. Okay, so what is this doing? It's plus. See that? There's a plus there. So cross the bridge, plus cross the bridge becomes what? Minus. Okay, so we're going to move that across the bridge. Okay, so it becomes 905. Remember, this one becomes minus. That's what's very important. Minus 475. See that? That plus in front of that number, cross the bridge becomes minus in front of that number. Very important. See that? See the keyword? Very important. In front. Okay? Once I move this, what left? Just the A. So now I can take the difference of this and find A. Okay? So what do? Line them up. 905. Line it up with 574 and subtract. 5 minus 5, 0. 0 minus 7, I can't borrow from 9. 9 becomes 8. 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 7, 3. 8 minus 4, 4. So that means A equals to 430. That means 475 plus 430 will give me 905. That's how you find it. Okay, good. Pretty easy, isn't it? Let's do B. B, this is A, okay? Now B, we're given what plus 308 will give me 1245. Okay? So what do? Assign a variable. Let's say we put this on B, alright? So not because this one's A, this one's B. Oh, you can just put, let's say, X, alright? X. Doesn't matter, it can be any variable, okay? Alright, and we're looking for what? X. We are isolating X. So who got to go? 308. And what's 308 is doing? Plus. Plus cross the bridge will becomes what? Minus. So we're going to cross the bridge, okay? So X equals to 1245 minus 308. So now what do? We'll line them up. So we're going to say 1245. We can line it up like this and subtract. 5 minus 8, you can't borrow from 4. 4 becomes 3. 5 becomes 15. 15 minus 8, 7. 3 minus 0, 3. 2 minus 3, can't borrow from 1. This one becomes 0. This one becomes 12. 12 minus 3, very good, 9. So that means X equals to 937. So 937 plus 308 will give me 1245. See that? Pretty easy, isn't it? Okay, remember this because we're going to be using this a lot. As we go further, you're going to see Max's first law. Okay, you're going to hear that a lot. Alright? Okay, good. Alright, boys and girls, let's go to problem number 4. Okay? And I'll be back with you in a few seconds. Alright, my dear students, problem number 4. Calculate. And what type of problems are they? Subtraction. Okay, good. So let's do problem 4A. So 4A, we were given 4,000 minus 2,791. So what do? Line them up. Line them up. Such an important word. The key word in addition and subtraction is what? Line them up. It's also going to apply for multiplication as well. But right now let's concentrate addition and subtraction. Okay? So we're going to take 4,000 and then we'll line it up with the 1972. Okay, always start from the right and then you write it to the left. Okay, so we know all these are zeros, so we cannot subtract, so we're going to borrow from 4. So 4 becomes 3 and this one becomes 10, and then 10 is going to loan it to the other 0, so this one becomes 9 and this one becomes 10, and loan it to the other 0, 9, and that one becomes 10. You see why? Because earlier 0 minus 1 I can't, so that's why I have to borrow. Okay, none of this heads, I have to go all the way to the 4 in order to get the numbers. Alright, so now I can do 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 minus 9 is 0, 9 minus 7 is 2, 3 minus 2 is 1, right there. That's it. So it becomes 1209. Very easy. Okay, the key thing is what? Lining them up. Okay, alright, good. And let's look at problem B. So B, you're given 7,745 minus 609 minus 584. You got 3 numbers. Okay, now remember, 2 of them only subtracting, the other number is a positive number. How do I know this 2 are subtracting? Remember I told you what sign the in front of that number, it's what tells you whether it's adding or subtracting. So what method we're going to use? The pairing method. Alright, never ever try to do like this. Alright, always pair them up, line them up. Okay, pair this, line them up, solve it, and then subtract with that. Alright, so let's do that. So let's put that up. Now in this case, you have to start with the first this number. Like remember in addition, we were trying to figure out which one's bigger and then put down on the top. With subtraction, no. You have to get this one first, alright? Because this is a positive number you put on the top. 7745 and then line it up with 906 minus. 5 minus 9, you can't. You borrow from 4. 4 becomes 3. 5 becomes 15. 15 minus 9, 6. 3 minus 0, 3. 7 minus 6, 1. And then bring the 7 down. Alright? So we completed this. Now we're going to subtract with that. So take that one, line it up. So put 4, 8, 5 minus. Okay? 6 minus 4, 2. 3 minus 8, you can't borrow from 1, becomes 0. And 3 becomes 13. 13 minus 8 is 5. Very good, okay? 0 minus 5, you can't borrow from 7, becomes 6. 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. And you bring the 6 down. There you go. Your final is 6,552. Wasn't that hard, isn't it? It's just pretty easy, very straightforward. Okay, good. It's not that difficult, okay? Okay, let's look problem number C. Alright, problem C. Okay, problem C is 945 minus 725 minus 200. Pretty much the same as problem B. I shouldn't say problem number all the time. Problem B. See that? Problem C is same as problem B, and you're going to apply the same rule, which is what? Pair them up, solve it, and then with that one. Alright? So we gotta subtract these two first, okay? So we'll line them up. 945, we line it up with 527 minus 5 minus 5, 0. 4 minus 2, it's 2. 9 minus 7, it's 2. Okay? Now we're gonna subtract with this because we did this one. So we take that one, line it up. 0, 0, 2 minus 0 minus 0 is 0, 2 minus 0 is 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. So it becomes 20. Okay, very easy. Okay, all right. So don't make that problem difficult. It's very straightforward. Since you're learning from Mr. Mac, everything's going to be very easy. All right, because you belong to Scoy Math Victory, the best. All right. Okay, good. Let Mr. Mac erase the board. We'll do problem number 5. Okay, I'll be back with you in a few seconds. Right, my dear students, you ready for problem number 5? Okay, problem number 5 says find the missing value. Okay, what do they mean by find the missing value? Let's write that down. Okay, 5a, so we were given 845 minus what equals to 274. That's what they mean by missing value. They want to find out what this would be. So whenever you have something that you don't know or missing, you can assign a variable to it. In this case, let's say just say C, okay? We're just going to put a C, all right? And we're looking for C. So C ought to be isolated. But look at the C. C is in a form of what? Negative. And we always want to isolate C in a form of positive, all right? So you never ever want to isolate C or a variable, okay, unknown, in a form of negative. Always in a form of positive. From Max's first law, let's put down Max's first law. Now Max's first law says plus cross the bridge becomes minus. Minus cross the bridge becomes plus. So we want to move minus C across to make it become plus. See that? So that means I want to bring that across the bridge. Okay? When I move minus C across, so it becomes 274 plus C. And since C is gone from this side, what left? 845. Now still I haven't isolated C yet because C still have a 274 adding to it. So in order to isolate C, I have to move what? 274. And what's 274 is doing? There's a plus in front of 274. Cross the bridge becomes minus. So I'm going to bring that across, okay? So always write this one first. 845 minus 274 equals to C. Very important, okay? Always put the positive number in the very front and then followed by negative number, okay? So now I can find C by taking the difference, all right? So I take 845 minus, line them up, 4, 7, 2. 5 minus 4, 1. 4 minus 7, I can't borrow from 8. 8 becomes 7. 4 becomes 14. 14 minus 7, 7. 7 minus 2, 5. Very good. So that means C equals to 571. Now you can also rewrite this way. C equals to 571. That's the right way to do it. Always you want to represent the unknown equals to a number. Alright? Not number equals to unknown. Okay? So this is the right way. So you can flip-flop. Alright? Okay, good. So now let's look problem B. So B are given. Okay? So what? In other words, unknown minus 680 equals to 348. See that? So this is the unknown. So in other words, this is the value of finding. So we're going to assign an unknown to it. In other words, a variable. So let's say in this case m. All right, m, and we're looking for m because m minus 680 will give me 348. So let's isolate m, and m is in the form of positive. So that means I can just move that across the bridge. So minus 680 minus cross the bridge plus. So that means 348 I'm going to add with 680, which gives me m. Because when I move that one, only left is what? M. See that? So now I just add this too. So I take 348, line it up with 0, 8, 6 plus 8 plus 0 is 8, 4 plus 8 is 12, 2 carry 1, 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 6 is 10, 0, 1. See that? So that means m equals to 1024. 1024. That's it. Easy, isn't it? Very straightforward, okay? Good. Well, I'm so proud of you that you did all this thing, all this whole hands-on practice, and you got it right. And that's what it's all about, okay? Learning. You got to practice on your own, and then you can compare it and see, isn't that makes you feel so good when you looked at it? It's like, yes, I got it, Mr. Mac, I got that one right. Yes, I got that one right. Isn't that? I'm so proud of you because you're the awesome. You're the best. Okay, boys and girls. Okay, my dear students. Well, look at the Pablo. Look at you. I love Pablo. He's our dearest friend, alright? Because he's here to get us motivated. And here he's trying to warn you, he's trying to tell you, time for quiz, have fun with your quiz. And that's what he's trying to do. Look at that. He said, I dare you, somehow. He dares us all the time. Good. He needs to, alright? That gets us excited about the quiz. Okay, boys and girls. Okay, my dear students. Have fun with the quiz, okay? Go get them, Tigers. All right? Have fun with it, and then come back and see Mr. Mac on the next sub lesson. We're going to learn about multiplication and division, okay? So I'll be here waiting for you, and have fun with the quiz, and then come and see me. Bye-bye.